And we want a little bit of Parmo, and that is world class. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing an Italian inspired dish. I've got chicken breasts, I've got some tomatoes, I've got bucatini pasta, and we've got a little bit of cream, and we're using homemade pesto. However, if you don't have homemade, go buy a jar. Simple as that. We are going to make a creamy chicken pesto and roasted tomato bucatini. Sound really posh, but I'll tell you, there's an awful lot of flavours. Right, chicken breast, a couple of chicken breasts here, look. Now this is an oven job, you know, oven on 200 degrees. Now, you could pan roast these and make a cream sauce, but I wanted roasted tomatoes. I've got these cherry tomatoes, you know, and I'm not so keen on these tomatoes, to be honest. But when they're roasted, the flavour is super enhanced. Okay, for our chicken then, it's nice and straightforward. It's salt and pepper, nice and steady. There's nothing more to it than that. Just a tiny bit of seasoning on there. Okay, and that goes in the oven. That goes in the oven to roast. Just chuck it at one side while we prep our tomatoes. What we want to be doing is halving these. In fact, we're going to put them straight on the tray. Now you can either find the biggest knife you can get hold of, or just get a knife, and we are halving these into there. Nice and straightforward. Now, because we are roasting these, want a little bit of olive oil on there, want a tiny bit of salt. That's going to help draw out that moisture. You can do a bit of pepper, and you can grab some dry oregano. You can give that a little one of those, and they're ready for the oven. Now, there's no rush for this. We want 10 minutes on that chicken first, because these things are going to roast pretty quickly. Let's take this pan of water. I'm going to put it back on behind me, but not to worry. In there with some salt. Take your bucatini in there. Just leave it to find its own way into the pan. Don't break all these, it will go down. We're cooking this to the packet instructions, okay? Just boil away 8 to 10 minutes until it's nearly cooked. When you've had about 10 minutes, in with your tomatoes. Get them roasting in there. So try your pasta. Superb. There we go. We've got a little bit of water going on there, and that's our pasta. Okay, when you've got your chicken cooked, out it comes. Well, the tomatoes can come out as well, actually. So just move your chicken together, loosely put over some foil. Let's make the sauce. Come on. Sauce is absolutely super simple. Get a flame on, and it's in there with your cream straight away. Now, do not have it too high. Take our pesto. This is what we made, and it's on the channel. Or take a jar of pesto, and we want about 5 tablespoons actually in there. That'll probably do there, look. Stir in. Oh, fabulous. So just give that a nice one in there. Okay, we want to be adding a little bit of pasta water. Just a little bit of pasta water in there. Loosen it all up. Don't forget, it is a sauce. That is fabulous. In there, our grated parmesan. Nice and gentle stir through. And that is going to thicken slightly. So you watch how you thicken it. You don't take it too much. And we are going in there with our Bucatini. In it goes. Nice little loose up in that sauce, look. Oh, yes, please. That is sensational. Come on, let's get served up. Okay, we want a nice little cut on that chicken. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely sensational. It's a bit warm. That is beautiful, beautiful moist chicken. Wow. Come on there. Some of our pasta. On there with your chicken. Just open it up a little bit. Let's see the chicken. Some of those roasted tomatoes. Come on there. That is super sensational. A tiny bit of our pesto sauce on there. Come on. Come on. A little bit of basil leaves on there. And we want a little bit of parmo. And that is world class. That is world class. Come on, here we go. Look at this. Super duper moist chicken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Our pasta. Oh. Absolutely mind-blowing. That is sensational. Oh, that roasted tomato. Oh, come on, we need a spoon. By roasting those tomatoes, you've elevated this taste tenfold. That is unbelievable. This is how a pasta dish should taste. You know, this is how a pasta dish should taste. It's fresh, it's bright, it's zinging. Parmesan, fantastic. Tomatoes, pop. Chicken, very well cooked. Basil flavour through there with our pesto. It's superb. It is absolutely superb. And look, the chicken's that well cooked, I'm using a spoon. Oh, unbelievable. Well, that is delicious. You know, that's a simple one. Share with your friends, tell them how easy it is to make this. You know, it really is easy, isn't it? Creamy pesto chicken and roasted tomatoes. Simple. If you like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. That is absolutely blooming marvellous.